Preparation whatsoever. I've had a couple of glasses of wine with nothing to eat, so no prep, half pissed. What could possibly go wrong? You probably don't need to time me because I don't think I'm ever going to last 5 minutes running this. And that's actually what the wife says to me as well. So my view of the next 20 years of outsourcing is very much driven by what my business does, National Rail Enquiries. So we're driven by two main things. We deal with the passenger, we deal with the man in the street. We're giving them the information, where they want it, how they want it, when they want it. And the other side of our business is we're heavily into multi-sourcing. So we've got loads of small, discrete contracts all over the place with different suppliers. It makes us quite agile. It puts a heavy overhead on us to manage it. So our change over the last few years has been very much driven by technology. So technology such as the cloud, which is Martin's favourite, that's helped drive what we do. So we're moving to the cloud. We're in a situation where we can get huge amounts, limitless capacity, just by signing up with someone like Amazon. We don't have to go to a big systems integrator anymore. We don't have to go to EDS or IBM to get a load of capacity. We can just sign up with someone like Amazon. And we can get small companies to design the apps to work on those. The other side of the impact of technology for us is our customers. Our customers' consumption of technology, the move to mobile apps, is accelerating, and we need to keep up with that. And that's one of the reasons why we go to outsourcing, because it makes us lighter, we can change quicker. I was looking at some stats today. We launched our apps just over 12 months ago, and looking at August, we had 15 million contacts for our website and 9 million for our apps. Now, the website has been there for 10 years. The apps have been there for 12 months. And that's been the growth. That's been the shift. And that sort of growth is accelerating. So that is kind of driven by technology. But leading on from that is, if technology is going to try and make client companies more adaptable, if it's going to make them move to a sort of multi-sourcing environment, that creates a challenge for suppliers. So the big IBMs, the big EDSs, have got to look at this, and they've got to start to think, we need to provide small services, because we're actually now competing with SMEs. In the app market, EDS isn't competing with IBM or Tallies or some huge company like that. They're competing with a bunch of guys working out of a shed somewhere in Shoreditch. So the suppliers need to change the way that they look at it, and this is going to, we believe that this is going to be a development into the future, and you're going to see smaller companies coming up and actually competing with the big guys. But this also changes how the clients operate, because if you're going to operate with a number of different contracts all over the place, you're going to have your hosting here, someone's going to do your app here, someone's going to do your website here, it means that the client needs to change their operating model. It's not a fire and forget thing anymore. You can't say to someone like IBM, please run all these services here for us, and they'll just go away and they'll do it. And they'll run it to an SLA and everything will be fine. The client needs to take on a lot more management themselves. And we see that on the client side as outsourcing growing, outsourcing changing, but requiring the client to change their skill set, requiring the client to get more people who may not be experts in the technology that's being used, because the suppliers will supply that, but looking for experts in handling an outsourcing environment, in able to run a business that is outsourced. And that is our vision, maybe not for 20 years, but certainly for the next 10.